welcome everybody to an afternoon show on a Saturday at the Music Makers stage. You guys you're used to tuning in at 7 p.m. Central Time on Fridays, but today we have a very special show, and extra special because we actually have an audience in here. You got to pan, Julie, and show that we got some folks in here for the first time. But today we're very excited, and we were just realizing that our first live stream that we started doing just over a year ago was actually with Jon Byrd and Paul Niehaus, and that's who we got again today, this afternoon. They got a new album that just came out, so you got to go to their website and purchase it. It is amazing, and we are super excited to have them. So I just want to real quick thank Bose, who was one of the early supporters who provided us this amazing sound system. So you can, when you're at home, you can actually listen to it through like a Bluetooth speaker or through your sound system. And I also want to give a big shout out to our friends and neighbors, the East Nashvilleian. They were one of the first ones also that stepped up and helped us kind of promote this and share it. So we're very, very excited. But without further ado, we're super excited. Live from the Music Makers stage, we got Jon Byrd, Paul Niehaus, and Ed on bass, and a special guest coming up. Here we go.
Oh, thank you all for being here. Thank you, friends, for tuning in. We're going to warm up with a couple of songs off the new EP, I think. And this is one of those songs, I learned about it when I was about 14 years old. It came out on a record. I don't know how I was lucky enough to find it, but I didn't know at the time, but he was one of these songwriters that they write a song, kind of like Mickey Newberry. They write a song, and then later on it becomes a blues standard or a bluegrass standard, but they're just songwriters, and they're just writing songs, you know? And this is a J.J. Cale song. It's on the new EP. I'm standing in a crowd, call my name, call it loud. Don't go to strangers, oh woman, call on me. Wave your arms in the air, letting me know that you're there. When in doubt, all on me. I'm standing in a crowd. Call my name, call it loud. Don't go to strangers, oh woman, call on me. When in doubt, woman, call on me. Thank you. This is another one. Thank you all so much. This is another one off of the new EP, and it's by a buddy of mine from Atlanta, Georgia. You're going to get tired of hearing about Atlanta today, but that's all right. I moved up here almost 20 years ago from the ATL. But I had a great buddy down there, and I have a great buddy down there, and I was in a band with him, and he wrote this song, and I just thought, well, Slim, this just about explains NASCAR to all the people that I go to school with at Emory who have no idea what in the world NASCAR is and what it means, and forget wrestling. So anyway, so I love this song, and it's on the new EP as well. I recorded this with Slim in 1993. Woo. So that's okay. It's just, as Adam, as Butch said one time when I said, "Oh, Adam got nominated for a Grammy," and Butch goes, without skipping a beat, Butch goes, "Well, that song is never better than the day he wrote it." Like, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But and so this song is from 1993, but it's never better than the day Slim wrote it. I hope we can do it right. Junior and Lloyd were good buddies. They ran a little business up the hill. Junior and Lloyd made lots of money selling homemade whiskey from a still. Junior, he was a family man. Lloyd was loyal to none. Junior only did it for the money. Lloyd said he did it for the fun. They never said a word about the danger. They never showed one single ounce of fear. Deep inside, they both had felt the presence of a dark cloud that lingered so near. Lloyd had a recipe for moonshine. Junior had a way with a car. Lloyd drove that souped-up Chrysler through those border towns. Junior kept it running fast and far. 1,000 pounds of tin and copper tubing kept the whiskey dripping night and day. 1,000 pounds of Bondo steel and rubber delivered Mountain Dew the fastest way. One night those revenuers, a lucky guess, Lloyd's secret route, they took the roadblock up around the bend. Uh-oh. the hill. Junior Lloyd made lots of money selling homemade whiskey from a still. All right. There you go. Thank you. One time I was playing a gig, I always say Atlanta got me ready to play country music in Nashville. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, you're right. But me and Slim, James Kelly, that wrote that last song, we used to play in a band, and these guys from CNN would come see us in Atlanta, and they would go, "Man, y'all, that is so funny. Y'all are great, and we just think you are hilarious." And they kept saying how funny it was over and over and over. And I finally said, "Listen, man, have you ever listened to The Race Is On? It's pitiful. It's sad. It's tragic. And yeah, you know, we're not goofing around here. You know, this is serious business." And but you know, but to get you ready for coming to Nashville, where people love country music, or they say it's fascinating, it's interesting, it's curious, it's important, but they don't really like it that much. You know what I mean? You come to find out, but that's okay. So this song I did in Atlanta one time, and it stopped a beautiful girl in her tracks. I started playing. I saw her leaving. I was like, "Oh, there she goes." And then I started playing this song, and she just stopped, turned around, came back in. And this is one of two of our death songs. I'll just get them out of the way early. So, see the train coming round the bend. Hear the one that I love. Her beautiful body is still here on earth, but her soul has been called above. Body and soul, body and soul, that's how she loved me, body and soul. Her beautiful hair was pure as gold. Her eyes were blue as the sea. Her lips were the color of summer's red rose, and she promised she'd always love me. Body and soul, body and soul, that's how she loved me, body and soul. Tomorrow as the sun sinks low and shadows will cover her face, are falling like rain. Body and soul, body and soul. That's how she loved me. Body and soul. Body and soul, body and soul. That's how she loved me. Body and soul. Body, she loved me. Body and soul. Thank you. Yeah, I like that song. That's a Bill Monroe song, I'm sure you know. And one of the reasons, growing up Southern Baptist, one of the reasons I love that song is that she loved him body and soul. And it's like, that didn't make any sense. I thought they were diametrically opposed to each other. No, it depends on the situation. You know, yeah, so, and that girl that turned around and listened to that song, she wrote a death song. Can you believe that? I mean, the only worse idea than a death song would be writing a song about songwriting, which I've got a bunch of those. So, but anyway, yeah, this is written by a girl that used to be in Atlanta. And I'll tell you about her in a minute, but it goes like this. Just a little while would have taken me 100 years. I can't imagine traveling these miles without somebody like you here. Guess I knew all along he'd take his angels home. 'Cause he loves them too much to let them stay. Guess I knew all along he'd take his angels home. But I didn't know it was going to be today. Well, I remember places that we've been, the little things you used to do. Looking back now, that's when I began to realize that I'm a lot like you. Yes, I knew all along he'd take his angels home. 'Cause he loves them too much to let them stay. Yes, I knew all along he'd take his angels home. But I didn't know it was going to be today. Friends and family helped to pass the time while summering through pictures of you. Feeling lonesome, missing you and crying, but that's not what you don't want me to do. Yes, I knew all along he'd take his angels home. But I didn't know it was going to be today. Yes, I didn't know it was going to be today. Thank you. Let me introduce the young lady that wrote that song. Shannon, come up here, please, and sing with us and help us out. We need a gal. Huh? I'm not giving him credit. Okay, she wrote it with Adam, I know that. But I told her I'm not giving him credit. I know how that can be, you know. We're going to do a couple of songs I wrote with Stephen Simmons, and I always say one of them I wrestled away from Stephen because he's verbose and he wants to write 7 verses. So like, no, this is like a Conway. This is like a Merle song, you know, chorus, verse, chorus, and we're out, you know. And he's like, what? Okay, and then he brought me another song, you know. He's like, I got an idea. He brought me this beautiful chorus, and I was like, okay, I'll attach myself to this song, no problem. Anyway, we'll play it for you in a minute, but let's see, what were we going to do? Oh yeah, that's what we do. We're going to start, Shannon was on my very first record I ever got to make, a solo record anyway, back in 2007, and Mylan Miller produced it, and she sings on this original, and this is a song I wrote. I wrote this song in Atlanta, and when I finished it, I went, well, if I can write one, I thought, this is pretty good. If I can write one good song, maybe I can write 2 good songs. I should go where the good songwriters are. And that's part of how I got to Nashville, believe it or not. It's like presumptuous of me, I know. I wrote this for my folks. When I struck out down the road, I thought it wrapped around the world. I didn't know what lay before me, maybe riches, maybe some sweet daddy's girl. Well, I wonder how I ever got this far, how I ever made my way. And I think of all the mixed up crazy things that my mama used to say. Son, don't work too much on Sundays, and say your prayers each night. Try not to cuss and smoke and chew. Stay away from girls that do. Keep a Bible in your pocket, just in case you need a friend. And remember that the ones that love you most are just back around the bend. As I look back down the dusty roads that I have called my own, just in case you need a friend. And remember that the ones that love you most are just back around the bend. Son, don't work too much on Sundays, and keep $1 in your shoe. Try not to drink and fight and gamble through the night. Stay away from girls at 2. Keep a Bible in your pocket and a jackknife, just in case you need a friend. And remember that the ones that love you most are just back around the bend. Yeah, remember that the ones that love you most are just back around the bend. Yay! That's been a long time. Thank y'all. I'm not as nervous as I ought to be, but I am way rustier than I ought to be. So, well, actually, I guess I'm about as rusty as I could be. Given a pandemic and whatnot. But anyway, y'all know these songs anyway. Y'all know all the words, but as good as me at this point. I see some of y'all singing. So one time I was playing at Norm's River Roadhouse, and I was playing this new song I'd learned that a buddy of mine had written, and Shannon was in the audience because my buddy was playing piano with me, her husband, and so we did this song, and Shannon just started crying, and I was like, well, I guess it was just terrible. I guess it's just, wow, okay, that's immediate audience feedback. But I think because she liked it. I think it might have been. It took me a minute. Alex told on you. He's like, oh, she cries all the time, don't you know? I'm like, I know, but I'm supposed to be happy. All right, Tears of Joy. But this is a great song by our friend Adam Wright. I put this on my Route 41 record because I made a record like they used to make records in Nashville. You know, Willie does Waylon, Waylon does Chris does Johnny. You know, like Friends did their Friends records all the time, you know. So I'd made a record and half the songs were from Atlanta and Atlanta people and half the songs were new people from Nashville I'd met. So that's the whole reason for Route 41. Route 41 goes by the, what do they call that chicken in Marietta? The big chicken. Okay, yeah. Anyway, Route 41 right there. Comes right to Nashville. All right, so it goes like this. I think we go. I don't come to this place often. The music's loud, the smoke makes me cough, and I'd rather be at home. And I sure like the band that's playing. They're the only reason I'll be staying. Otherwise, I'd be gone. And I sure like the way you're talking. Your words are sweet and your voice is soft, and you say what's on your mind. I ain't one for talk and chatter. With you, it really don't matter. You say everything just fine. to dance, 'cause I'd like the chance to hold you in my arms. You start to smile and you sway just a little to the magic of the bass and the fiddle. I feel like I could fly. I don't make a whole lot of money. Thinking I'm a rich man, honey. If only for a while. I don't make a whole lot of money. Tonight I'm a rich man, honey. If only for a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it's so weird to hear people applauding. When I would do online stuff, and I don't mean to sound whiny or anything, because I have felt so bad for my bass player friends and my steel guitar friends. They can't just get online and noodle and somebody will send them $10, and I can get online and just play some song and like, here's $5, man. You know, like, okay, thank you. And it's like, well, I mean, so I'm grateful and I appreciate it, but at the same time, I would be playing online. It's just silence, nothing, living room, garage, whatever. And but I would see online, hey, how you doing? Oh, it's been so long, and everybody's having a wonderful time catching up, but you know, it's not the same. So thank you for being here. That was a long, drawn out. Thank you for real people in real seats with real applause, and anyway. So I appreciate that. Let's do this song. We did this on my first record, Byrd's Auto Parts record, and yeah, well, it's a long bunch of stories to all these songs, but I wanted to hear Shannon sing this, and that's the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Is I wanted to hear Shannon sing on this song. Well, we in E or D? Huh? Okay, good. If the bass, no, this is a little secret. If the bass player's in E, the song is in E. There we go. So. Well, I went in town to see you yesterday, but you were not home. So I talked with some old friends for you're gone, I can hardly maintain. Things are different around here every night. My tears fall down like rain. It's so hard for me now, but I'll make it somehow. Though I know I'll never be the same. Won't you ever change your ways? It's so hard to make love pay when you're on the losing end. And I feel that way again. All right. Yeah, man. Well, it's so hard for me now, but I'll make it somehow. Though I know I'll never be the same. Won't you ever change your ways? It's so hard to make love pay when you're on the losing end. And I feel that way again. Thank y'all. Let's see. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna try this. You know, we have a friend. A lot of us here have a friend named Paul Griffith, and you used to call Paul on his phone at home, and it would say, "Hey, this is Paul, and please leave a message after the tone, and hope you're having a good day. If this is about rehearsal, you have the wrong number." I'm like, okay, I'm learning about Nashville, you know, and okay, and it wasn't about rehearsal, but just so you know, another word for rehearsal is another word for me for rehearsal is cheating. So we did no cheating on this show, although me and Paul and Ed did run a few songs over at Dee's the other night just to see what it would sound like, and but this one we have not played in years, period. So let's see what happens. This is a song I was going to a songwriter thing to meet Adam and Shannon. It was downtown at the Wheelbarrow or the Wheel of Fortune or the some wheel. I don't know. It was a wheel downtown. And on the way to the gig, I was so nervous, and I just moved to Nashville. We had all just moved here around 2002, and I was like, I don't know. I don't like the chorus. I don't like the chorus. And I got to have original songs for the. Anyway, so I just changed the song. and I like it. I liked it, and I recorded it on my Bird's Autobars record. But that's what musician friends do for you. They put you in a situation where you go, I got to come up with something good. What am I going to do? So I wrote this song. It's pitiful, like all of my songs. So. When the wind blows through the trees, your name comes to me. As the stars align the sky, I see your eyes. waves break on the shore, I hear your voice, but I never convince you to stay. Lonely minutes pass like days as I sit and I wait for just a single moment of your affection. Memories remain and they ease my pain, but I never convince you to stay. Can I hope what you tell me is true? Because I want to. Can I trust what I feel to be real? Because I have to. Memories remain and they ease my pain, but I never convince you to stay. Can I hope what you tell me is true? Because I want to. Can I trust what I feel to be real? Because I have to. Like precious golden lace, your hair falls round your face as my empty season ends and I kiss your skin. Your lips say my name and I feel no shame, but I never convince you to stay. No, I never convince you to stay. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank y'all so much. I used to play music, and I got to be 29, and my daughter was going to come live with me, and I said, I got to quit playing music because, you know, I got to get a job, and I got to be a regular stand-up guy and do the right thing, and so I went to grad school. But I quit playing music because I had this voice in my head going, you know, this isn't working. You know, this isn't a job. You should have a job. You have a kid. You should have a job. So I had this working class thing in my head. So anyway, I said, all right, I'm going to grad school. Sarah came to live with me. Everything's groovy, and I'm going to grad school, and I'm out there trying to cram 1,500 pages a week for classes, and I'm under the tree and the quad at Emory, and I'm like, and there's a little voice going, you know, this is not working. You should have a job. You should get a job. I'm like, man, if I'm going to hear that voice, I'd rather be playing guitar, you know. if that voice is not going to go away. So I wrote this song for my daughter Sarah, and let me fix that. And it is about trying to play music and having the music bug or disease, as I call it sometimes, but also trying to do right, you know, and stand up. And you know, there's friends here right now in the show today that have kids and have responsibilities. I know Shannon does, and you know, but you can't. But if music is music is yourself, you can't deny yourself. You know, you got to find a way to be yourself and take care of your responsibilities and the people you love. So that's kind of part of what this song is about. So fuel, and it's it's very pitiful, but I think it has a little bit of hopeful, thing in it somewhere in here. Let's see. Okay. I'd never put no roots down, couldn't wait to slip away. I'd travel in my mind at night and sleep all through the day. And I know that I seemed lazy when I called it meant to be, but I guess I found it easy to be free. Tried my best to settle down, and I could do it for a while, but I always got to thinking about one more lonesome mile. And I didn't mean to cheat myself or any little girl, but I guess I found it easy to be free. Job in Birmingham, she had no need to roam. She wasn't like her daddy, who never stayed at home. But I wonder if she knows just what she's meant to me, and if she's found it easy to be free. They say a child will come along and change your rambling ways. God knows that was my prayer each night before I went away. She's grown into a woman now and has no need of me. Well, I guess she's found it easy to be free. Free. Thank you. Me and Sarah are good. Me and Sarah are fine. All right, this is a song I wrote about my hometown. It's a paper mill town. It smells so bad, and it's a college town too. And everybody knows it because of football. But it's a paper mill town, and it was so bad that I can remember as a very small child, when my brother would mess up his diaper, my mother would go, "Oh, somebody made a paper mill." That's how bad the town smelled. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. All right. Dirty old river running through my town. Used to take you somewhere, used to get you around. Used to be highway and a byway. Now it's just my way of going down. Dirty old river never makes a sound. It just wears a mist like a wedding gown. Hubba stood up bright, about to come unwound. A dirty old river going down. Dirty old river won't let me go. Won't say nothing about what it knows. Dirty old river haunts my dreams. Dirty old river ain't what it seems. Dirty old river won't let me go. Won't say nothing about what it knows. Dirty old river haunts my dreams. Dirty old river ain't what it seems. Dirty old river, take me away. If you do, I promise never to say is how it came to be, how you set me free. Dirty old river, the river and me. Dirty old river, the river and me. Dirty old river, the river and me. There you go. Hold on,
What?
because I think we're going to skip. Hey, I've been remiss, and I know you probably already know everybody, but that little boom, 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 boom walking up, that's Ed Adkins on the bass fiddle right there. And I'm not going to go into all of it, but he has in Nashville, he has a pedigree. But that means he's played with a lot of people. So, and then this is another fine fella, and he's on the sit-down guitar, and Paul Niehaus. And he has a pedigree. He's played with lots of anyway. Yeah, the one time I got not one, but only a few times that Irina's dad, who grew up in Soviet Union, he came to see me play, and he was a John Coltrane sax guy. So he was being very nice to his daughter just to come see me play. But he wanted to see the underneath of the pedal steel. He's like, flip it over, I want to see it. Except in a very thick Russian accent. But yeah, so that's the mystery piano that he's playing right there. So, all right. So, you know what we're going to do? Let's do "There's Always Tomorrow." I think that's the thing to do.
Alrighty.
Y'all mind? I always say there's a few people in town, and only a few, but there are a few people in town. I can't do what they do. I don't want to do what they do. I want to do what I do as good as they do what they do. You know what I mean? And Tim Carroll is one of those guys. I have a buddy who hates Tim Carroll because he writes a great song every day. I mean, it's like Tim Carroll is just one of these guys, and like, where else would he be but Nashville, Tennessee, of course. I always tell people, it's not Country Music City, USA. It's Music City, USA. And if you want to go get a little flavor of CBGB's 1978. Go see Tim Carroll play his crunchy guitar with his three-piece band. It's beautiful. That said, this is a Tim Carroll song, but I didn't learn it from Tim Carroll. I learned it from the Wrights. They made a record of covers of songs that they loved. How about that? What a Nashville idea. Old Nashville idea. And this song was on there. And I love this song, so I started playing this song. And we're going to play it for you. But it is a Tim Carroll song. And we won't do it as crunchy as Tim. But it's still, I mean, a good song is a good song, you know? Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong key. Hold on. Thank you. You don't like the way things are, you can wish upon a star. There's always tomorrow. If things don't work out like you planned, and you've had all that you can stand, there's always tomorrow. On your bad days, there's always tomorrow. Come what may, there's always tomorrow. Got the world by the tail, and it seems that you can't fail. There's always tomorrow. On your best days, there's always tomorrow. And when you finally leave this place, this will be your saving grace. There's always tomorrow. On your bad days, there's always tomorrow. On your best days, there's always tomorrow. And come what may, there's always tomorrow. I told Tim Carroll I learned that from the Wrights, and he's like, "Oh, I love that version." Thank y'all, man. Y'all are such a great audience. That, as I remember them, you know, you seem to be what I remember as a really, really great audience. So thank you. Okay, then how about you want to do Don't Leave Now? Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
All right.
This is also on my first record that Shannon sang on. Well, actually, she sang on 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5, whatever. So
I got fired from the last one.
No. Everybody got fired except for Paul. No, everybody got fired. People failed to be hired. That's not. It's not the same thing at all. Let's see. It goes like this. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you. So I got to tour, and started going to England, and I played a house concert, and I was disappointed because I had a gig in Liverpool, but it got canceled because the club got closed down. But I played a house concert, and it turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. And this guy came up after, and he goes, "Hey, would you be interested in seeing John Lennon's home?" I'm like, "Yes, I believe I would." He goes, "Well, I'm the curator, and I'd be happy to take you over there. Take you around." I'm like, "I will be there." And so me and my friend Peter Davies from the Good Intentions, we went over there, and there's a little glass booth that's the entrance to the Mendips where Lennon grew up as a kid, and it's just a little glass thing, and he and McCartney would get in there and sing because it reverberated and had like natural echo, natural reverb. And so we're going, "Yeah, this is the place. This is where they sang." And he goes, "We have a guitar upstairs." I went, "Well, get it." So I played this song in there. And the only reason I knew this could be a country song is because I got to hear Gene Clark do it with a pedal steel, and went, "All right. I can sing it with my crazy South Alabama accent." Now let's see, it goes like this in B. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Ooh, she does. Yeah, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do, she do me. Yeah, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really done me, ooh, she done me. She done me good. I guess nobody ever really done. Ooh, she done me. She done me good. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. got time for a few more, and I just want to make sure I do this song. I was saying earlier about Stephen Simmons. This is the one I didn't wrestle away from Stephen. He brought it to me, and I listened to the chorus and went, I don't care what else we do to this song. I'm in. Because all I had to hear was the chorus. And so anyway, I think we do this in the A. Let me just say the Music Maker's stage and Manuel Delgado guitars. I mean, I go to the barista parlor, you know, and there's a young person, and you're waiting for your coffee, and you go, so you play music? No. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. So you're a music lover, and like, no, not really. Like, you know, you could be a barista in Key West or the Rocky Mountains. You know, like, what are you? But Manuel Delgado guitars in Nashville, of course. And he could be anywhere. He could be Paris, France. But I'm just saying, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to be playing this day. So. All right. Well, I moved to Golden, Colorado, chasing a girl I thought I loved. The mountains are cold in Golden, Colorado, in the wintertime with no one to hold. You might say I had no business going, but you can't know the longing in my soul when a farmer's daughter lures you from the comfort of your home. It's a sad old tale of the telling we all know. Yeah, I moved to Golden, Colorado, chasing a girl I thought I loved. The mountains are cold in Golden, Colorado, in the wintertime with no one to hold. The sunlight on these mountains looks like gold, but the miners put their claims in long ago. They came here seeking fortune from the unforgiving stone, just to die on Denver streets out in the cold. Well, I moved to Golden, Colorado, chasing a girl I thought I loved. The mountains are cold in Golden, Colorado, but a Georgia boy would be the last to know. Yeah, a Georgia boy would be the last to know. Thank you. Thank y'all. I guess I'm gonna have to make another record because I need to record that somehow. I got to figure out the key and the this and the that. But anyway, thank y'all for. Well, I'm gonna do maybe one or two more because there was one I want to have fun with. I do so many pitiful songs that after 4 or 5 of them, somebody will call out, "Hey, how about a hateful one?" You know. So yeah, and so just for a break, you know. And so this is not hateful. This is just pure fun. Our friend Julia Thomerson got me to do it, and I'm so glad. Well, actually, she asked me, "Would you be interested in playing a Lee Hazelwood show?" And I said, "Only if I can sing Summer Wine." That's the only reason I. So anyway, yeah. So let's see. Where do I want to be on this? What did we say? B minor.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made of all these things.
I walked in town on silver spurs that jingled too. A song that I had only sang to just a few. She saw my silver spurs and said, let's pass some time, and I will give to you summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made of all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
My eyes grew heavy and my lips, they could not speak. I tried to get up, but I couldn't find my feet. She reassured me with an unfamiliar line, and then she gave to me more summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you my summer wine. Oh, summer wine.
When I woke up, the sun was shining in my eyes. My silver spurs were gone, my head fell twice its size. She took my silver spurs, $1 and a dime, and left me craving for more summer wine. Oh, summer wine. Oh, summer wine. All right.
I guess so. Strawberries, cherries, and an angel kiss in spring. My summer wine is really made from all these things. Take off your silver spurs and help me pass the time, and I will give to you summer wine. Oh, summer wine. Finally got there.
Shannon Wright.
Y'all better cut the first verse off.
Ah,
To my credit, I just learned it. I love it though.
let's do this will be our last song, I think. And I wrote this song for a bar that was going out of business. It was so sad and pitiful to me that I wrote a sad and pitiful song for a bar going out of business. And then I lost a dear friend, and then another, and all of a sudden my song is about the people we love and the people we lose and remember. And too many to, it's getting to be, I'm been fortunate enough to get as old as I am. I'm starting to think of a lot of folks when I sing this song, but that's okay. That's what the song is for, actually. Thank you again, Manuel. Thank your family so much. I said Adkins on the bass guitar and Paul Niehaus on the pedal steel, y'all. It's for you. As your road goes on before you, your friends, they all adore you and look for simple ways to say goodbye. Your troubadour collection who relied on your affection, we'd never seem so lost as we do now. The nights of drunken revelry, the days of tragic sympathy, those times make up the people we are now. The arguments and bluster, affairs of love and luster, battle scars received from wrestling fate, a fond farewell. It seems so strange to find such love and still be parting ways. A fond farewell, with you I sing. A fond farewell until we meet again. Until we meet again. Way. What will the searchers say? When dust we've all become, what will they find? That our home is more than fixtures, more than songs or pictures. It's how they parted ways that tells the tale. A fond farewell. So strange to find such love and still be parting ways. A fond farewell, with you I sing. A fond farewell until we meet again. A fond farewell, it seems so strange to find such love and still be parting ways. A fond farewell, with you I sing. A fond farewell until we meet again. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. And thank you. Thank you very much. I'll give you a handshake. How about that? Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Very humble.
Well, let's hear it for Jon Byrd and Shannon Wright, Paul Niehaus, Ed. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for tuning in online. Go to the Music Makers stage and you can see upcoming shows. And where can they get the new CD?
At my house.
In the microphone.
I have them online. So by July 16th, I'll have them. If you find me on the street in Nashville, I might have one on me. You know,
All
just
right.
saying.
Get the Nashville handshake where you
Yeah,
pass the CD.
Nashville handshake.
Yeah. And thanks again for everybody for tuning in. Thank you all for being here today. So very special. All right.
Thank you, man.